All right, so last year when I rescued Desiree from captivity in a meth house here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, I, I didn't expect to be back here. However, Desiree was willing to try to help find some missing people in the area. As a result, I got a hold of Layla Johnson or Layla Dunan. I was trying to get some pointers from her because she claimed that she was trying to catch sexual predators. Um, She thought that I was trying to accuse her of cheating on her boyfriend or some crap like that. Doesn't matter. Fact is, the meth house is over by the community shelter. Um, it's on Macomb Avenue, right next to the Microtel Inn and Suites by Wyndham, um, and I-80 and Business Street. Um, I know exactly where it's at. I just looked it up on MapQuest. The house is there. The MapQuest is from the picture is from August 2007, but it's the same place. I just got a hold of Officer Miles. His voicemail 307-633-6620. The evidence from Desiree that shows it and has the name for this guy is actually on the account that Christine took back because she was afraid of the police department and afraid of the evidence that was on it because uh, Christine has been into methamphetamines and heroin for decades. Um, Going after predators is important to me. Desiree was gonna try to come back here, and I didn't want her to be at extreme risk um, without help. I was hoping that Layla Dunan lady was not completely full of BS, but she was completely full of BS. That doesn't detract from the fact that I'm here and I don't care about the risk to myself, which means that I can do something. I got a hold of that officer. His first name is Ryan, I guess. Uh, Kind of funny, isn't it? I started the last video, I believe, talking about Officer Ryan. Um, Obviously, this isn't going to have any bearing on my cases in Colorado because it's out of jurisdiction. It's not going to help me clear my name in Colorado because it's out of jurisdiction, but it might get a predator off the street. It might get a meth dealer, well, not selling meth and not keeping people like Desiree locked in his basement with a padlock on the door and boarded windows. She was sleeping on a mat on the floor. Um, he beat the hell out of her. Now there's got to be a way to convince Christine, even though she blocked me and does not want to be my friend anymore because she's afraid of the border PD. There's got to be a way to get that information here to unlock that profile so that this guy can be caught. I mean, all that evidence is just sitting there. You know, this is the problem is that every time that I have a situation where I can do something, the things that I need to do that are no longer available. I hope this officer calls me back. I had a panic attack all night last night, so I didn't get much sleep. I have really bad dreams. People keep trying to tell me to take medications for it. The medications, they get me stuck in dreams. I'm having a nightmare. I know it's a nightmare. I know that I'm sleeping and I can't wake myself up. I usually wake up with my arms and legs pretty well dinged up. I don't bruise easily. Um, I think the guy's name is Greg. I'm not certain about that. I'm currently on a Facebook ban for speaking out against a drunk and her daughter who ganged up on me after Natalie was murdered. Um, thank goodness they caught the guy who did it, but that doesn't detract from the fact that so many people took part in being such ginormous pieces of crap to me. I mean, I needed sober help. I didn't need some drunk lady calling me up and talking nonstop. Same issue that I had with Shannon. Call me and listen, and she promised me she'd listen, and then she would talk nonstop. So I'd have to stop what I was doing and what I was working on to try to help her out with her situations. And then it's difficult. Desiree, she's depleted her neural pathways pretty decently. I don't know if it's from the abuse or if it's from the drug use. It could be either one. Um, but this guy's the guy who did it. Now, Desiree claims that this guy came to my place in Sydney, Nebraska, and tased her and stole all my valuables. I don't know if that's true or not. There's a possibility Desiree's the one that stole it all, but I care more about Desiree than that stuff, that's for sure. I suppose since the officer hasn't called me back, I should use the rest of this time to continue talking about jurisdictional issues in Colorado. When they assaulted me at Boulder County Jail, and I went to Haxton, Colorado with Candace. In Haxton, Candace was harassed by the officer there after he refused to take my report about Miss Shelley's pocket dial. It just seems like a setup the way it all happened, because that officer had been driving around the place for days. Laura, she told me, she's the one that had let me know that the officer was driving around the house for days. I made a phone call with her where she remembered it differently. That's what time happens to people's brains. Over time, with their own stresses and their own worries, they forget details. My computer's running low, I just realized that. So, that means I gotta get a hold of Haxton and hope that they'll do their job. Meanwhile, the phone calls between them and whatever jurisdiction it is that's harassing me, whatever jurisdiction it is that's working with them, I have to requisition those phone records, and that takes a federal judge. That means, like I said before, you gotta get a hold of the FBI. I don't know if, due to the fact that it's human trafficking, if the FBI will get involved in this case, probably not. But if they will, it's a good start. Also, they might investigate themselves, which won't do any good. FBI agents took part in that crap in Colorado too. When I threatened the life of the President of the United States, and I had to talk to the Secret Service, I believe there was a couple FBI agents in there, but nobody identified themselves as FBI, so far as I know. I was pretty razzled and frazzled, though, because the way that it was supposed to be, for them to sit down and talk to me one-on-one, me and Amanda Jones, it didn't happen that way. Instead, she coordinated with Officer Brian Valenzuela and the Secret Service to prevent me from making a report against Longmont officers. That's what that meeting was supposed to be for. I didn't hide from them. I tried to turn myself in. That's the reason that I threatened the president. Hoping an outside agency would get involved. Instead, they BS'd me, lied to me repeatedly over the course of well, quite a few days. The police corruption in Colorado is phenomenally disgusting. They kept on telling me that they would let me make a report when I got out of jail. And then they just, Instead of letting me out of jail, they transferred me to another jail. They prevented me from going to my court dates, which resulted in warrants in other counties where I had been assaulted. And then they try to basically start the video game fight and pretend like I started it. The officer in the Larimer County case said that I was sedated, so he couldn't talk to me. So they didn't even try. He should have come and talked to me. That's what I was trying to do when I tore the phone off the wall. I was pissed off they still wouldn't allow me access to the evidence. They wanted me to fill out the report. First thing that I have issues with, because I remember it as a moving picture, I forget names and dates. Especially if I've only met you once or twice. The more I use your name, the more I'm likely to remember it. That's why I remember officers' names in Arapahoe County, like Klein Haskell. That guy was pretty cool. Officers' names like Matt Gray, Officer Cook. I got these names written down because I can remember the events. I don't necessarily remember the names, especially over long periods of time. I start losing those. Basically, they did everything they could to make it so that no matter what, I couldn't make a report against the police. Not without being arrested and assaulted in the very same jails that I was trying to make a report against. That's the problem with being homeless. It doesn't matter how hard you work. A lot of homeless, they end up homeless. They think they're going to get up and out if they work hard. They're like, I still have my job. I'll be fine. And then that one blanket, that one night they get busted with a blanket. That one night they get busted sleeping underneath the bridge. Boom. You owe 60 hours of community service. And you owe $400 plus. And that's a full-time job right there. You get busted twice in a month. That's everything. You're SOL. I'm hoping this officer calls me back and we can get the SOB and beat the hell out of Desiree. I don't get me wrong, she was probably heavily involved in putting those drugs in herself, but that doesn't detract from the fact that there is a major meth issue all across the United States of America. In Chapel, Nebraska, it's farmers that are manufacturing methamphetamines. They're using the anhydrous ammonia. When people get that methamphetamine, its funky colors, it's a pretty good indicator that it's made out of anhydrous ammonia, which is poisonous, by the way. It'll kill you dead as a doornail.